Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope Logan may play dirty against Steffy Forrester and tried to give Brooke Logan a more peaceful trip to Monte Carlo with Ridge Forrester in the July 25th occasion. Hope suggested that Brooke should try to make the Fashion Peak trip a romantic flight as well. This would be a good chance for Brooke and Ridge to make some lovely recollections in a gorgeous position. Still, Hope also conceded that Steffy was going on this trip and didn't anticipate that she'd bow out to let them have a romantic trip alone. Indeed so, Hope was adamant that Steffy shouldn't get in the way of Brooke and Ridge's good time. Of course, Steffy wasn't pleased when she got updates on Ridge inviting Brooke to Monte Carlo for the Brooks bedroom relaunch. Since Steffy wanted Ridge all to herself for a father-son trip rather, she views Brooke as a third wheel. Is all this structure to a situation where Hope sabotages Steffy's flight to Monaco? Since Steffy isn't going to bow out herself, perhaps Hope will force her out of the picture with a dirty trick. That brings us to some B&B spoilers for the July 30th and July 31st occurrences. We know that Steffy will realize her passport is missing and frenetically search her wallet for it at the field. Steffy is a frequent world rubberneck who knows how to keep up with a passport, so this seems suspicious if you ask us. Why would Steffy suddenly come so absent-minded or disorganized that she can't find her passport for a major work trip? Maybe it'll be Hope who steals Steffy's passport and makes certain that Brooke can go to Monte Carlo with Ridge alone. Since Hope is feeling particularly revengeful towards Steffy these days, this completely seems like a move she'd make. It looks like Steffy will indeed miss her flight and have to skip this trip to Monaco. Still, will Steffy figure out she's behind the sabotage and rip into her? If Hope is responsible, Hope may find a new way to get back at Steffy, so we'll bring you more prognostications on any sneaky news that might be brewing. Hope Logan suggested the Fashion Peak trip could also serve as a romantic flight for Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester. Hope pushed Brooke to enjoy her time in Monte Carlo and advised her not let Steffy Forrester intrude. In the CEO office, Steffy flipped out over the news that Brooke would be joining them in Monte Carlo since she wanted this to be a father-son trip with Ridge. Although Ridge assured Steffy that they'd still make time for each other, she sounded skeptical and remained irked over Brooke's addition. Subsequently, Ridge met back over with Brooke, who remained a little tone-conscious about being frontal and center on the bedroom line again. Still, Brooke's main concern was Steffy since she didn't want to come between Ridge and his son. Back with Hope, she set up Steffy and played up how great Brooke's comeback was going to be for the company. Steffy suspected Hope was trying to get a rise out of her, but Hope acted like Steffy was the only bone. Who was agitated about Brooke's part in the relaunch. After Steffy complained about Brooke tagging along to Monte Carlo, she made it clear that she'd no way support Brooke despite Hope's drive for it. At Bill Spencer's manse, he came home to find Poppy Nozawa assuring Luna Nozawa that no bone was going to ruin their new life with Bill. Bill piped up in agreement before spending some time alone with Poppy. Since Bill's spency senses were chinking, he wondered what was going on and got Poppy to admit she'd been on edge recently. Poppy gave Bill updates on her run heft with Katie Logan before, but Bill called Katie inoffensive and told Poppy not to worry about her. In Lee Finnegan's office, she asked if Katie was suggesting that she mishandled Luna's maternity test. Katie just wondered if there was any chance it was incorrect and allowed. False results could be from time to time. Lee maintained that she administered the test herself and made sure there was no room for error. After Lee conceded her own issues with Poppy, she acted like that's why she took charge of the test and made certain the results were legal. Katie talked about Poppy's territorial vibe and said commodity always felt off with her, but Lee stood her ground and declared that Bill was without a mistrustfulness Luna's father. Latterly, Katie got on her laptop and said she knew Poppy was hiding commodity. Katie pledged to find out what it was as Thursday's B&B occasion wrapped up. Katie will produce some new drama for Poppy soon, so we'll bring you prognostications on the allegations she'll make and the tight spots that'll follow. The Bold and the Beautiful observers have watched Hope Logan transition into a fully new character over the once time. From cheating with Thomas Forrester to philandering after Dr. John Finnegan, it has come clear there's commodity off with Hope. Will Finn be the bone? Who figures out, and gives her opinion no bone? Wants to admit? Keep reading to find out what's coming up next on The Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers ahead. B&B spoilers, what's wrong with Hope? There has been underpinning issues with Hope Logan for months on The Bold and the Beautiful. It's egregious the pens are going nearly with her symptoms. At first, it looked like Hope's prostration and headaches might have been early gestation symptoms. But, that boat has sailed. We were enough sure if Hope was pregnant, she'd have figured it out by now. According to B&B spoilers, Hope Logan's confidant Dr. Finn is starting to pick up on some further disturbing symptoms, and getting concerned. Still, also you have most likely seen some of Hope's visions and fantasies, if you have been following the CBS cleaner lately. Sure, Finn is super hot, but there's surely commodity differently going on. When you couple Hope Logan's headaches with her erratic jest and visions, it's not looking good. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers allude Dr. Finn could give Hope a ruinous opinion. Does she have a brain excrescence that's affecting her jest? Or is she in some kind of psychosis from an undressed illness? On the bright side, she's going to need a lot of medical attention. So, perhaps her dreams about Finn could still end up coming true. Everyone loves a good croaker. / case love story. Will Finn figure out what's wrong with Hope and be suitable to help her? Will he end up falling in love with his case and cheating on Steffy? Finn Finnegan could be right this time. We were not sure why Steffy forced her Finnegan allowed. This time would be different and her hubby would stop defending Sheila Carter at every turn, but she did. Now, she's stupefied when John Finn Finnegan is formally again on his bio mama's side. Still, perhaps it's different this time, because it looks as if Sheila really is innocent and didn't kill Tom and Hollis. Finn could be right, but Steffy doesn't want to believe him. However, Sheila has to be the malefactor, if commodity bad happens. It doesn't count what it is. Is there anything Finn can say or do that can move Steffy else, or will Steffy remain adamant? Finn might find he has an easier time talking to Hope Logan about all of this. She formerly made it clear that she'll be there for Finn if he needs her. Steffy more watch what she says and not make an adversary of her hubby in the same way that she has made an adversary of Hope. While Steffy is absolutely positive that she cannot trust Sheila, Katie Logan is enough sure that she cannot trust Poppy Nozawa. There's commodity just too easy and accessible about her story. Bone Bill Spencer suddenly has another adult child just like that. Commodity about this tale seems questionable to Katie, and she's determined to get to the bottom of effects. First, Katie decides to question Bill about his relationship with Poppy. Just how close are they? What are Bill's intentions for both Poppy and Luna Nozawa now? Are they just going to be one big happy family, or does Bill also see that commodity may not be right then? What Katie doesn't realize is that Poppy is hearkening to their whole discussion and doesn't like what she hears at all. Should Katie now watch her back?